undefeated two-division world champion David El Monstro Benavidez, and unified WBA and WBO cruiserweight world champion Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez will headline Cinco de Mayo weekend in Vegas in an all-Mexican showdown. Let's give a round of applause for everybody that's here today. Now, this matchup is special because it's the first of a Mexico versus Mexico showdown pitted with two cruiserweights against each other in a world title clash in one of the sport's premier weekends. It's going to happen Saturday, May 2nd, headlining a PBC pay-per-view event available on Prime Video. And it's going to happen at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Thank you, everyone, to be here. Thank you for making everything possible. And I'm so glad to be here to make a huge fight for this May 2nd. And I want to say, don't miss the fight. And Benavidez, his team, he helped me a lot for my first fight, world title fight. And I know him, we know each other, but I think it will be an exciting, super exciting fight. Pero Zurdo Ramírez se va a quedar con los títulos. Gracias.
I want to give a thanks to all the promoters, Samson Lukowitz, Golden Boy Promotions, Al Heyman, Luis Cooper Jr., my father, Jose Benavidez, my lawyer, David Garcia, my wife, my kids, everybody on my team. I'm very excited. This is something I've been working for a long, long time, and I feel like me and Zurdo owe it to each other because we had so much great sparring sessions that were championship, pay-per-view worthy rounds. And I think I even told him one day, I'm like, we're gonna have to do this pay-per-view. And we're going for 2 titles, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for Zurdo giving me this opportunity. And also I'm grateful for Oscar De La Hoya, because we had talked about this like 2 years ago. We were trying to make this happen, so I'm very excited. We're here making this happen, so let's go get it.
I'm really excited about Cinco de Mayo weekend this year. Traditionally, you've had great fighters like Julio Cesar Chavez, myself. You've had the likes of Canelo Alvarez fighting on this big weekend. But the fact that 2 Mexicans are fighting in the main event for the belts, for the world title belts, is gonna be extra special. And let me tell you why, because for the first time, you're having a fighter who was the very first super middleweight Mexican world champion and the very first cruiserweight Mexican world champion up against the monster, Benavidez, who we know what he brings to the table. He brings everything to the table from round 1 to round 12. So I expect this fight to be a war, a classic war, a Mexican classic war. And that's what fight fans want to see. They want to be involved with a great historical event. They don't want to see somebody walk, just throwing 2-3 punches around, or, they want to see an exciting event. And this is exactly what Zurdo and Benavidez is bringing to the table.
Promoted by Samson Boxing and Golden Boy Promotions in association with TGB Promotions. Cinco de Mayo weekend, May 2nd. You will see the WBA, WBO Cruiserweight World Champion Zurdo Ramirez against El Monstro David Benavidez, moving up to the Cruiserweight division. A fight that's been brewing for years. They've known each other for
Welcome back to Fireboxing TV. From the casual to the hardcore, Fireboxing TV is where to come for your boxing fix. And for this breakdown, we're going straight to Las Vegas for Cinco de Mayo, for what looks like a guaranteed barn burner, where we have another unification bout with champion against champion and a Cinco de Mayo scrap for the ages, with David the Mexican Monster Benavidez facing off against Zurdo King Kong Ramirez. For a cruiserweight unification bout, and I truly love when fighters put them straps on the line, well, let's kick things off with the current and reigning WBC cruiserweight champ, David Benavidez. He's a relentless volume puncher. Benavidez's biggest weapon is punch output. He throws fast, heavy combinations and bunches, especially once he gets you on the ropes, rapid 4 to 8 punch combinations, mixes head and body well, doesn't load up on every shot, he simply overwhelms, he doesn't wait, he breaks opponents mentally with pressure, he uses intelligent pressure, he's not reckless. He cuts the ring off well and forces you into uncomfortable exchanges with subtle foot positioning, which usually forces opponents backward. Controls distance with long, straight punches. He makes fighters work every second of every round. He's a combination finisher. Once he smells blood, he steps on the gas. His signature sequence is the double jab, straight right, left hook, flurry to the body, and inside uppercut. He's especially dangerous during exchanges because he keeps punching while others pause. Durability and chin. He's been hit clean before but hasn't shown vulnerability. He's comfortable taking one to give 3. His defense, underrated but not elite. He uses the high guard with good head movement in the pocket and relies more on offense than slick defense. He can be hit by sharp counterpunches, but you have to survive the return fire. As for his physical strength, he's physically strong in clinches and inside fighting. At super middleweight, he often looked like the naturally bigger man. And his weaknesses and things to exploit. He can get squared up when throwing combinations and he doesn't reset defensively after flurries, so elite counterpunches with foot speed could give him problems. And lately he's had issues making weight at 168. Now it's time to shift over to his opponent and unified champion, currently defending both the WBA and WBO cruiserweight titles, Zurdo King Kong Ramirez. Zurdo Ramirez is a very unique fighter for his size. At around 6 feet 2.5 inches with a long reach, he combines volume punching, pressure, and southpaw angles. Fighting out of the southpaw stance, he's rangy, with height and reach. Being tall with long arms, he's always created problems in all divisions he's competed in, starting at super middleweight to light heavyweight, and then onto cruiserweight. He has a big frame with strong endurance. His height and southpaw stance creates awkward angles for orthodox fighters. His offensive style, he's a high-volume puncher. Ramirez throws a lot of punches per round, especially combinations. He likes 3 to 5 punch sequences rather than single power shots, and works head and body consistently. He's a pressure fighter who slowly walks opponents down, uses steady pressure instead of explosive bursts. He forces opponents toward the ropes where he can unload combinations. Body attack. He's very good at digging left hooks and straight shots to the body. And over rounds, this breaks opponents and slows them down. His southpaw angles. His straight left hand is his main power shot. He often follows it with the right hook or body shots. His defensive style. Ramirez uses a high guard and size to absorb shots. He relies more on durability and positioning, rather than slick defense. Not extremely elusive, he prefers to take one to give one. Because of that, he sometimes gets hit more than elite defensive fighters. His ring IQ, he's good at controlling pace. Comfortable in long fights in late rounds, adjusts by increasing pressure rather than changing his style dramatically. As for his weaknesses, his foot speed isn't elite. He's susceptible to being hit by fast counterpunches and tends to throw wide punches when pressured. So fight fans, those are the pros and cons on both of these Mexican warriors. So on Cinco de Mayo, expect nothing more than an epic barn burner between these two clash of the titans. And thank you all once again for tuning in and rocking out with the crew here at Fireboxing TV as we continue to bring you fire content, from the casual to the hardcore. And when you need your boxing fix, tune in for more. And please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. And like always, y'all know the drill. Cue the mic.
Were you really sick this week? What was the problem?
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
And with the local DBC news, LL Cool J with a triumphant comeback.